Hello people, I'm going to do one that I've had a few requests for, and it is the Pokemon by CJ187. Mainly because it doesn't come as a normal types. It comes it comes so it spawns on zombies. I'll just quickly pop that and get downloaded. There we go. So we'll go and find it. Right, so we need all of these. Okay. So if anyone was struggling there, by the way, because I know I just whistled off and done my own thing. So once you install Dayz server, if you go into the folder that it's in, you have your add-ons, your keys, which it does all that, and then you have server files here, which you get an example random presets, you get an example spawnable types, you get an example types. The example types, the reason it's example, it does actually work. There is a, it is correct, it will work. And the reason he's left it as example is because it's up to you to go down it. And nothing spawns in. Nothing. You can make it spawn in if you want, but the whole idea behind these, I feel, I could be wrong, I feel, you'd sell the boxes that to fill in the cards, to put the cards in from your traders. So you'd sell 2 boxes in total. So you'd sell an empty box for so much, and then you sell a sealed box, which you can see here, and they're the complete ones with every card in for obviously a lot higher amount because there's a lot 150 odd cards, I believe. And then the whole way it's supposed to work. We'll go to the next one. Not spawnable types. We've got random presets. So this is the way it's supposed to work. We've got Pokemon cards here, which is a cargo chance. And this is why it's an example, as it says there, it's optional. It's up to yourself how you want to spawn in. So these are the basic booster cards, and then when you go to these ones here, when it says cards, box 1, box 2, box 3, box 2, Pokemon cards 1S, 4S, these have just got different pictures on them, and that's pretty much the only difference of how they all look. So pretty much to keep it simple, for me, for random presets, I'd add this section. I just press Control and see on that. I'd go to my server, which I was messing around with it earlier to test it, so I've already done it. So I'd open random presets, and there they are there. So you just obviously, somewhere in this section here, as long as it's after someone else's cargo and before the next cargo chance, you press enter and you just paste it in. So it's got 15% chance to spawn on, obviously we're going to set what it's going to spawn on. And then obviously 20% of them, you got 0.8% chance of them and 0.1 chance of them because it's 5 cards in them. Obviously you can edit all that to suit your own server needs. I'm going to delete that out now because obviously I've already put it in this one as a test. So obviously that's the random presets, and obviously remember that they're called Pokemon cards. So then, now that we've done that one and used this bit, like I say, you could use these other bits, but I wouldn't replace Tools Village and Tools Emmet, and that's why it's just set as an example. This one is its own personal one, so it's not going to override anything. So then we'll go to spawnable types, which is your zombies. So to get these up, you'd have to go to spawnable types on your server. You can download this if you didn't want to do it live on your server. Just press Control and Find, and then just press ZMB for zombie. That'll take you straight down to where zombies start. Now, obviously, I've already got edited ones in mind anyway, which I've added Pokemon cards to. Again, just while I was trying these out. I have a couple of CJ mods. As you can see, I've got his loot chest as well, which I'd highly recommend because they are brilliant ones to set up. And obviously, all I've done is I've given all these random presets a percentage chance. So when these animals die, they could drop any of these cargo presets. But going back to the Pokemon ones, your zombies would start from here. These are vanilla ones. So what I done with mine personally, Because the military ones are dropping their own things, which is military keys and DNA key cards. When it starts on the normal zombies, that's where I brought in the Pokemon cards. So in the cities, the villages, the towns, I've had all of them. So they've got a small percentage chance of dropping Pokemon cards to help. So they have to have zombie interaction to get the cards. And I do believe that's how the mod was meant. That's how I feel it was meant. That's why it's give you all these options. So all you do to add them to your zombies, sorry, you'd see they've already got cargo, space preset, drinks, T1. These are all vanilla. So all you'd have to do is just take one of them, copy it, take it to the line after where they start, paste it in, and put Pokemon cards in there, spelt the way exactly as in the other one, and then that's it. It's done. That's exactly what you'll spawn it in, and I'll just start spawning the zombies rather than have to put them on the loot table. So again, a recap. We will go to this file. So the example types, as you can see, they're only a lifetime to stop them despawning. None of them are set to spawning. None of them at all. So when you go to the books, obviously seal box, as I said before, the complete ones. Because I've only just installed this mod to try this out, there is a box that is empty. But obviously, again, you'd have to put it in each server, spawn one in, and check which one it was. And then obviously when you do it that way, obviously you can see there is types for every single Pokemon card. So if you want to spawn them in, you could change this to a spawnable types folder if you wanted to, by adding the different categories in. Which that's a normal types file. That's a types file that tells something spawning, and that's a types file just so something doesn't despawn. So you could change this, all of these cards, into that, and then just change the category and the usage and the tier to spawn the cards wherever you want them. But I personally think the zombie way is the way to go forward. It makes them interact with zombies more. But if obviously you're using a zombie server without zombies, I see the appeal of making them spawn in. And obviously next part we do, after we've had the types, this is what you add to random presets. It tells you exactly where it needs to go, but not the full file, just a snippet. The snippet that you want to use, I highly recommend the top one, set perfect, and then just change the chance percentage, otherwise you're never going to get none of these. And then obviously we've got spawnable types last, which is, again, this is an example. Don't put this in because it'll just ruin everything. Yeah, I wouldn't personally use this. All I do is I just use that, copy it. So when I go to my own server and I'm putting them in, all I have to do is go to the bottom of where the last cargo is, Control and V, and do that all the way down because it's got the same name and it'll spawn it on them anyway. And it's really that simple, but a lot of people get stuck on it because they're not used to seeing mods set up like that. But it really is a brilliant mod, and the way it's set up, I think it's fantastic. And as you can see, once you've learned how to do that, it just opens the door to everything else you can add with it. Like obviously, I've got bunker one set up for the punch card, military keys, fire station keys, police keys, medical keys, cash machine keys, contaminated keys, flat keys, Pokemon cards, DNA key cards, tools that are rare on my server. That's my personal preference because you've got tools hermit and tools village, but I've got a tools one set just for what I want them to spawn in. And then all you do with that is you bounce from random presets to spawnable types, Control F, zombie, and add them to whichever zombies you want to add everything to. It is a brilliant way to get things in your server without lagging it up with unnecessary things laid all over the place. But again, with this mod in particular, or anything really, you have any issues, feel free to hit me up in the comments. I'll get back to you and help you out and give you further assistance as and when required. Thank you very much.